listen. Doechii ain't said nothing about Azealia that we ain't already said, that I ain't already said, child. It's like, why is it that every time you're trending, ma'am, it's never because you dropped a song. It's never because you know one of your verses, like you done hit us with a verse or some shit. It's always a mess. It's always a mess. So I'm glad Doechii said something about it. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let's get into it.
Insecure, they don't control me. I ain't the only person holy worship me. Yeah, you can go. I ain't the only.
So according to Doechii, Azealia has been subbing and shading her for a minute. You know what I mean? Apparently, it's been going on for a minute. So this, but this recent issue, in my opinion, so it all started after the Alter Ego collab with JT. And first of all, before we even get into any of that, like the song is amazing. Alter Ego is so amazing. It sounds so good in the car. Alter Ego, like bitch, I be getting my life. I'm sorry, I be getting my life. Okay, so actually, I'm not sorry because it's kind. So it started with that, and then on Doechii did give like a bit of Azealia on her verse, like just a little bit of Azealia, you know, yeah, Gucci, Prada, designer, like she just, you know, she gave you that, and then she moved on by her verse, and that was it. Now I can definitely hear the similarities that people are talking about in that specific part of the verse or whatever, but I think people are being a little unfair when it comes to Doechii, because if you actually take the time to listen to Doechii's discography, girl, this girl got range. Like, this girl got range. Her song sounds like her flows, songs, vibes, energy of her songs sound completely different across the board, and it just meshes. It just meshes well. So I just think it was unfair to reduce Doechii down to those, you see what I'm saying? The entirety of Doechii's like artistry and discography down to, oh, she trying to be like Azealia Banks. It didn't give me that. It never gave me that. It never gave me. So boom, right? That's the background that you need to know. So I guess Doechii had taken to her Instagram to ask what her fans should be called. Like, what do y'all want to be called? And so Azealia said this. They definitely should call them the wannabes. And then Doechii dragged it here already, and I would have left it, if I was Azealia, I would have just left that shit alone, because you should have already seen that there was more where this came from, right? So after Azealia said that Doechii's fans should be called the wannabes, Doechii responded by saying, "The first time you came for me, I let it slide out of respect for my elders," and that's already shade. But we go continue. Oh, I live for it. I'm sorry. It's not my fault you selling bussy soap and I'm selling platinum records. Leave me alone. And I was like, damn, now why the bussies in it? Oh, girl, I seen this comment and I cackled so hard. I say, Doechii, you scalped it. And then that was it. I was like, okay, maybe it's done and that's it, right? So, of course, it's not done because this is Azealia Banks, right? So Azealia was on Twitter and saw what Doechii had said in response to that shit, and so Azealia thought she ate this by saying this. She said, "You mean TDE paid the streaming farm to make a single no one even knew existed go platinum to try and over-exaggerate a semblance of importance or being vital to the music industry? They clearly have not spent a dime of that money on you. You smoke menthol and have yellow teeth. Furthermore, how ironic of you to mention Bussy Boy in such a homophobic manner while your bozo-ass label mates are sucking dick with gold fronts on. You must know that you..." Oh, here's the part that really fucked me up. She said, "You must know that you are also too dark-skinned and ugly for anyone to believe that you are a victim here. You're the antagonist by default." And it's just like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. And see, this is what I have been saying about Azealia. It's just like, it really sucks that there's so much talent in that, you know, inside of her. There's so much talent and creativity there. And it's just like, every time she's on my timeline, it's for some shit like this. You are too dark-skinned and ugly for anyone to believe that you are a victim here. Like, it's always for some shit like that. And what I find interesting is that when the broken clock is right, once in a blue moon, everybody talking about, oh my God, yeah, see, yeah, everybody listen to Azealia, everybody listen to Azealia. And the more heinous shit she be saying, it be a part of the internet that continues to promote the silly shit that she say. The silly shit that she say. And then we're supposed to be just because Miss Mama's done made some cute unsa, we're supposed to ignore the fact that she's like shitting on everybody else. Like, we're supposed to just ignore the fact. I'm not gonna say, like I said, the broken clock do be right a couple times a day, babes. But it's just like, why don't she take this vitriol? Why don't she take this energy, right? And pour that into your own career, girl. Pour that into your own shit. You giving critiques and calling dark-skinned women too dark-skinned, too ugly. You give all these critiques when you could have been in the studio. You could have been giving us another hit. You could have been trying to give us another fucking song. Instead, you online. So Doechii responded, right? She said, and I think it was just the most elegant read ever. One of the most elegant reads ever. She said, I use my platform to make money and inspire people. Everyone around me is inspired by me. I'm a positive influence. You used to be so respected for your talents and your voice. Now you use your platform to gossip about Black artists and sell Mary Kay products. You're insufferable. It took you 3 business days to come up with that comeback just to resort to colorism. Boo. Does it not get tiring? Oh, I love this sentence too. Does it not get tiring being an attack dog for the very same white gays you allegedly vehemently despise? That's the only audience that wants to watch 2 talented Black women go at each other's throats. Your brain is fried from meds. You're damn near immobile from the shots. Don't hurt yourself. You gossip about Black artists to stay relevant, and it's sad. You definitely are an issue, just not the icons. Damn, Doechii. You definitely are an issue, just not the icons. You're one post away from the psych ward. Stop it. Your diagnosis is wasted talent. I bowed down. I kissed the ring, but bitch, I'm me. Hate to do you like this, but you not finna bully me out my lane. I've done in 2 years of signing what you couldn't do your entire career. You're welcome. And it's just like, I feel like I ain't gotta say shit else because that sums up my entire feelings about like the wasted potential of Azealia Banks' like career. It sums up my entire feelings about like the people who gas up Azealia Banks when she says crazy, ridiculous shit. Like, it's like y'all are gassing her up. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Azealia say about this shit, knowing it's gonna be crazy, knowing it's gonna be wild shit, right? It feels like how people do Kanye West. Y'all know this man gonna get up there and say ridiculous shit, and y'all gassing this man up anyway to the point of his own self-destruction, mental destruction. And that's what it seems like a lot of people are doing with Azealia Banks, because a lot of people love a stunt in a show. They love a cute little twirl on the Instagram. They love the drama, but it's like this woman is trending every time for saying ridiculous, hurtful shit especially to her own fucking community, you know. And instead of saying, hey girl, instead of y'all saying, hey girl, how about we step back in the studio? Hey girl, what about the art, girl? What about the album? What about the song? We got these people gassing up the silly ass statements that honestly, you talking about, oh, you too dark skinned and you too ugly and shit like that. That's what you said to Doechii. And it's like, I just wonder how much of that shit is projection, Azealia. Like, isn't that sad? I want people who say that shit to other people. I just cannot help but wonder if they think that shit about themselves. And if that's true, it's like, if that's the case, it explains a lot. It's just sad. And like, people be up here kikiing and cackling and shit every time Azealia gets on the goddamn Instagram. And it's just like, okay, I get it. But, you know, it's sad to see somebody who has so much creativity and artistry just doing whatever this is. And then not only that, you wouldn't even just keep it in your own shit. You're like, keep it in your own, you know what I mean, space. But in my opinion, Azealia does a lot of unfair shit, and then she's crying on Wildin' Out. It's just like you do a lot of unfair shit to other people, and then you get mad when you get dragged back. I don't understand. Like, if you're gonna be dragging, then just drag, whatever, it's fine. But like, to be over here, I don't know. It sucks. Like I said, when you want to just bop to the music, and then the personality always just you trying to bop to the music, and then the artist personality just overshadows all that shit. Just overshadows all that shit. So yeah, I want to see what y'all think of this. It happened like a couple days ago, but I was just like, I read Doechii's response, and I was like, girl, she ate that up. I had to come and talk to you guys about that shit, because I was like, oh my god. But yeah, love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
And that's why you can't take me, you hate me. I don't want your nigga, you crazy. That nigga too lazy. I need me a nigga who can tame me. Coming through and make your nigga switch.